Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a very exciting video. It's one we wait all year for. I didn't do this last year. We are tier ranking every single book I read in the year 2025. And it's a lot. It's 160 some books. 168, I believe. That's a lot of books. I have made tiers and I have gotten everything together for this video. I'm very excited to be a hater today. I'm in a hatery mood. Better watch out. It's not Christmas anymore. I'm not Santa Claus. I'm in a very hatery mood. I designed these tiers to be brutal for a reason. So we're going to go through the tiers and we're going to tier rank the video. It's already going to be a long video because we have 168 books to go through. So we're just going to dive right into it. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you do, like, comment, subscribe. It helps me out so much. I love having you guys here. I hope you enjoy the video. Let's get to the tiers. On the bottom, we have some tiers that are not in like a ranking order. They're just there because I needed some extra tiers. So on the bottom, we have, oh, I read that? Meaning, I don't remember reading that book, or I don't remember what that book is about. Because I read a lot of books. I'm just going to put it there if I don't remember what it's about. And I can't accurately give you a good ranking. Next up, no rating, just vibes. This is for memoirs. This is for nonfiction. This is for the things that I don't normally rate anyway, that I read on a normal basis throughout the year, because it's just not nice to rate somebody's memoir, I fear. Next up, we have Blinded by the Hype. Listen, there are some books that I read this year that I rated really high, and I'm not going to go back and change my rating. I think that's rude. But I'm going to give you my opinion now on them, and I'm going to say I was blinded by the hype. Sorry. Now, we have 6 actual ranks for the other books, and they're brutal, but that's what we gotta do here today. We are giving our brutally honest opinions on every book I read in 2025. The very bottom of the bottom, the books I absolutely hated, the books I don't even want to look at anymore, go in. I'd rather scoop my eyes out with spoons than ever read these again, or ever look at them, or ever think about them. Next up, took years off my life. These weren't necessarily horrible, but it took years off my life trying to read them, or I was really excited for these and they took years off my life because they were so disappointing. Next up, moderately tolerable. I tolerated this book and that's just it. Next, gives fun time, not long time. Self-explanatory, I fear. It was fun, but I probably won't reread it. Next, spectacular, give me 14 of them right now. This, if you know the meme, these are good books. I love them. May eventually reread them at some point in my life. They were just really, really good books. I loved every second of them and had a good time reading them. They were spectacular. And finally, on the top, the very tippy top, the best of the best, you could not lobotomize these out of my brain. You could torture me and I would never forget these books. They are that good. These are my favorite. These are my god tier. These are the best of the best. That's what we're working with today. So we are going to start the screen recording and get into tier ranking, because I have all of the books loaded up, all of the tiers loaded up. We're gonna get to it. All right, here we are. Here's the tiers. Here's all 100 and some odd books, 60 some odd books I read. We're so excited. We're so excited. We're so excited. They're not in order. They're not in any specific order. We're just gonna go with what they loaded up as. However, I did switch so some of the series were together just so it would be easier for my brain. However, we're just gonna go for it. Here's our tiers. Here we go. First up, My Lucky Charm. This is by Courtney Walsh. I'm going to try to keep my opinions very, very brief because we got a lot of books to go through. This is going in gives fun time, not long time. Hello. It was fun. Loved it. I don't think I'll reread it. I like the first one in this series a little bit better, My Phony Valentine. I still really enjoyed this book. It was a cute closed door hockey romance. Next up, Not a Strong Enough Word. Same thing. I am not in a romance mood. I am slowly moving out of romance, and that's just where these are going to go. They are still very good romance books. I think I rated both of these 4 stars or more, 4.5 even. It was really good. I don't see myself ever rereading either of these, but they were very good, and if you're looking for a cute romance book, I do recommend both of them. A Quiet Retreat. I just read this in my 24-hour readathon at the end of the year. It was one of the last books I read in 2025. Same thing. Gives fun time, not long time. I will never ever read this book again. If I read this at the beginning of the year, it probably would have gone in, oh, I read that. Just gonna be honest. Heart check. I read this during a Bookmas vlog. I absolutely hated this book. This took years off of my life because I wanted to like this so bad, but there was so much miscommunication. It was so YA. It was not for me. Julie Chan is dead. I remember what this book is about. I think I'm going to put this in moderately tolerable because I remember what this book is about, but not enough to remember what everything is about. And I remember liking it, but not loving it. So it's going to go in moderately tolerable. It was a standard thriller. Good, not great. Better than the movies. Took years off my life. I give this 3 stars. Again, I think YA is just not my thing. This could honestly go in blinded by the hype too, but I don't think I was blinded by the hype with this one. I honestly didn't like it. I don't know what it is about it, but it was just not for me. And we're just gonna continue on because that's it. Miscommunication and YA. I think I'm moving out of that range. And it took years off my life because everybody's like, this is the best YA book you'll ever read. No, it wasn't. What we keep. This was a 12 Rec from 12 Friends, but I could not tell you a single thing about it. It's a romance book. Pretty sure it's like emotional something or other. Other than that, could not tell you a single thing about this book, unfortunately. So that one's going in, oh, I read that because I remember reading it and I remember it being on a 12 Rec from 12 Friends. Could not tell you what it's about other than it's romance and maybe slightly emotional. Next up, we have Flawless. If you've been around, you know my beef with this book. I absolutely cannot stand this book. This is going in, I'd rather scoop my eyes out with spoons. I hate Rhett. I also hate the female main character. I can't even remember her name. It's a season. Winter? No. Summer, I think. I don't know. Autumn? Her name's something like a season, and I don't remember. But I hate the male main character. They are so, like, I can't do it. Anyways, before I get on a tangent. However, Heartless gives fun time, not long time. I enjoyed Heartless. It wasn't the best book I've ever read, ever. I'm just not a cowboy romance person, I fear. So that's going gives fun time, not long time. I moderately enjoyed it. I more than moderately enjoyed it. It was okay. The Graham Effect, the Dixon Rule, and the Charlie Method. All 3 of these, well, let's see. The Graham Effect gives fun time, not long time. However, the Dixon Rule and the Charlie Method, spectacular. Give me 14 of them right now. I don't know what it is about these, but I absolutely adored those 2. The Graham Effect was good, but I loved these 2. These 2 had like crack in them or something. I read all 3 of these in the span of like 1 week. I loved this little series and I'm hoping that she'll write more. I'm really excited for the other one that's coming that's like a standalone that's like Gigi's brother, Garrett's son, very, very soon because something about this second generation, I'm eating it up. The Fall Risk by Abby Jimenez. Gives fun time, not long time. Not my favorite Abby Jimenez book ever. And I believe it's a small novella, so I wanted a little bit more. And I wish this was a full-length book. But it was really good. I remember sitting on my couch one day and reading it front to back. It was very good. I enjoyed it fully. So good. The entirety of the Hunger Games series. Okay? I'm moving these so I can move them up because we have a lot of space to cover. Lots of space to cover. Okay. Catching Fire, you could not lobotomize out of my brain. Same with Sunrise on the Reaping. The Hunger Games, Mockingjay, spectacular. Give me 14 of them right now. The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes is moderately tolerable. Now let me explain. Catching Fire, my favorite of the original trilogy. Absolutely love that book. Honestly, it's my favorite. Battled with Sunrise on the Reaping when I read it. Then I read Sunrise on the Reaping, and Sunrise on the Reaping is now my favorite. This book broke something inside of me and I have it healed. Hunger Games and Mockingjay, the original trilogy is unmatched. The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, every time I read it, I feel this urge of ickiness being in Snow's perspective. So it's moderately tolerable because I want to be in the Hunger Games world and I want to be in that world. I love that world so much, but it's moderately tolerable because I can't stand being in Snow's point of view. So That's my ranking of the Hunger Games series. If you were ever interested, you got it. Moving on, Hopelessly Devoted. I read this in my first 24-hour readathon back in September and DNF'd it. So I'd rather scoop my eyes out with spoons. This book, they literally got together in the first 100 pages and then that was it. Like, I wanted to know why there was still 200 to 300 pages of the book left. It was so bad. Variation by Rebecca Yaros. I don't know where to put this. Probably gives fun time, not long time, just because I liked this book. I didn't love this book. It was a nice romance. Also emotional. I don't remember all that much about it other than there's like ballet or something in it. And I liked the main characters in this book. So that's where we're going to put it, where we're going to keep it. Nowhere. This is going in spectacular. Give me 14 of them right now. This horror book was so good. It was so good. It was scary. It was following like these children that come out of the woods, like, or children that go into the woods. It was so scary. I was like hooked. It was so fun. If you need a good horror book, I do recommend that one. I also think it's a debut novel. I loved that book. Wild Side gives fun time, not long time. He's a wrestler. Need I say more? Need I say more? All of these are like small little novellas that were on Kindle Unlimited. I don't have Kindle Unlimited anymore, but all of these were small novellas on Kindle Unlimited that they released called the Alibis collection. That was a thriller collection that got released this year, and I read all 6 of them. All of them were moderately tolerable. Some of them were more terrible than the others, but I can't remember which one's which. So they're all gonna go in moderately tolerable because I sat there and listened to all of them. So that's where they're gonna go. The Great Alone by Kristen and Hannah. This was my first book of 2025, and it is, you could not lobotomize this book out of my brain. The emotional impact this book had on me and the way it started my reading year off, fantastic. I seriously love this book. I love our main character, Lenny. It's the best. You couldn't lobotomize it out of my brain. I freaking love that book. Bourbon and Lies took years off of my life. I wouldn't rather scoop my eyes out. It's not that deep, but it did take years off of my life. I did finish it, but I didn't like it. I think I gave it 2 stars. I was hoping to like it. I had high expectations going into it. This is my best friend's like favorite book, Sierra. This is her favorite book. If you're watching, I'm so sorry that I hated this book. But there was something about it that I just didn't like, and it literally took years off my life because I wanted to like it so bad. So bad. But I just think it might have been right book, wrong time. I think it might not be. As for Andrea, one of these two. Because honestly, this. And I can't tell you why because it spoils the entire book, but I was so frustrated with this book and the way that it was going and the people we were following and just what we had to endure to get to the end of this book. You couldn't pay me to reread that book. Where's the first one of this? Here it is. These two go together. The Chosen and the Beautiful and Don't Sleep with the Dead. First one is a full-length book. The second one is a novella. They are both Great Gatsby retellings. And hey, that's all I can tell you about them. Don't remember what happens in them. Don't remember the characters. I remember they're literally the characters from Great Gatsby. But that's all I remember. Moving on. Say You'll Remember Me. This pains me. But it's gotta go and gives fun time, not long time. I read Just for the Summer last year, and it is still probably my favorite Abby Jimenez book to date, and it was my first Abby Jimenez book. I read Say You'll Remember Me this year, my second Abby Jimenez book, and it was severely lacking to Just for the Summer. I still enjoyed it, but it was not up to the hype that Just for the Summer was, and I'm really upset. I still liked it, still gave it like 4 stars, but it was nowhere close to Just for the Summer, and that makes me upset, so it has to go here, and I probably won't reread it, to be honest. The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Oh, I love this book. Spectacular. Give me 14 of them right now. I read this and annotated it for my friend Maddie. It's her favorite book of all time. I can see why. I absolutely adored this book. It was so good. Literally spectacular. Give me 14 of them right now. I need to read more TJR. This one is probably my favorite so far of her books. Seriously. The emotions I felt while reading this book are crazy, and it was just so good. I had such a good time, especially, and like annotating it for Maddie, I think elevated how much I liked it because I was able to express all of my feelings to somebody who has already read it. Okay, moving on. Winging It With You by Chip Pons. This was so cute. Spectacular. Give me 14 of them right now. This was like The Amazing Race in a book, in an MM romance, and it was so fun. I listened to it. I had such a good time. It was so cute. Honestly, if I'm looking for a romance book, this is what I'm looking for. And it had the right amount of emotional depth and fun, silly, goofy time that I was looking for, and I absolutely really loved it. I'm That Girl, no rating, just vibes. This is Jordan Child's memoir. I thoroughly enjoyed listening to it. I am a former cheerleader and gymnast, so I really enjoyed listening to Jordan Childs' memoir and seeing what happened in the last Summer Olympics and seeing her opinions on what happened with that all the way from the beginning of her career to that point in time. It was a fantastic memoir. I really enjoyed it, especially coming from the perspective of knowing competition cheerleading and knowing competition just like anything, any competition sport. I feel like you would enjoy this book. Rewind It Back. Spectacular. If it's in the Windy City series, it's gonna go right here. I love that series so much. It wrapped up such a cute way. I'm so sad that this series is over. I can't wait to get the little spin-off book that we're getting this year, but it's not my favorite in the series, but I still had such a good time. I rated it 5 stars. Rio, you will always be famous to me. Flock. Gives fun time, not long time. I enjoyed this book, but it has so much hype surrounding it that I wanted to like it more than I did. And unfortunately, I didn't. So it's going to go there. The 5-star Weekend, moderately tolerable. This book was about women who love drama. That's really all that it is. And so it was tolerable. Yeah. Tolerable. Nocticadia. Spectacular. Give me 14 of them right now. Nocticadia pleasantly surprised me because I am not one that loves professor student and I don't really like that trope, but this book, love. Love this book. Burning Ivy is going in. Oh, I read that. Because again, same with what we keep. It was a 12 rec from 12 friends. I remember reading it on my Kindle. I remember it being on Kindle Unlimited. I remember it being a mafia romance book, and that's it. That's all I remember. Never the Roses. I'd rather scoop my eyes out with spoons. I was so excited for this book. It was supposed to be like a witchy fantasy book. No, it's a cozy fantasy. It gives nothing. And it goes like this. Round and around and around and around and around and around and around. It was also supposed to be enemies to lovers, and there was no enemies to be had. Not even rivals. So, nope. No, no, no. Terrible. Wait for It is going. And spectacular. Give me 14 of them right now. This is not a lobotomized book because I feel like you could lobotomize it out of my head. The way I ate this book up. I annotated this book for Heather's birthday. It is one of Heather's favorite books. And I wanted to read another Mariana Zapata book after I read All Roads Lead Here. This is not my favorite Mariana Zapata book. It is so good. The way that Dallas is so gentle with both Diana and the boys that she cares for. Spectacular. Give me 14 of them right now. When Devils Sing. This is going Gives Fun Time, Not Long Time because I really liked this book. Like, really, really liked this book. But it took a little bit too long to get to the action in this book for my personally. So it's gonna go there. It was still really good. Horror thrillery type book, if you're looking for that. I also believe it's marketed as YA, but it's kind of a little bit scary. But it was good. Just took a little bit longer than I would have liked to get to the action and thriller type parts. It was more, well, this is weird to say in a thriller book, but it was more like lore world building because you had to know about the town and the lore and everything before you could get to understand why this is such a big thing that was happening. 13 Months Haunted, moderately tolerable. Again, same thing with When Devils Sing. I just liked this book less. Took forever to get to the point. I didn't feel that thrilled with the big reveal and kind of thriller aspect of this book. Anxious People by Frederick Bachman. You could not lobotomize that book out of my brain. I just read this in my 24-hour readathon. This book is so good. I think this is the book that explains anxiety and being a human to people who may not have anxiety the best that I've ever seen. And so it's now one of my god tier reads. My favorite Frederick Bachman for sure. It's gotta go there. God of Fury, another book I annotated. It's gotta go in Spectacular. Give me 14 of them right now. Very emotional. Same with Winging It With You. It was the dark romance version of this. romance, emotional yet thrilling and exciting and silly goofy fun. Sold. Loved it. Scythe and Sparrow. Gives fun time, not long time. This was my least favorite in the trilogy, and so it's gotta go here. I wanted to like this more than I did. I did enjoy it still, but Leather and Lark is my personal favorite, then Butcher and Blackbird, then Scythe and Sparrow. So it's gonna go here. I probably won't even reread the rest of the trilogy, so if this is my least favorite. In Every Way by Danny McLean. Where did that go? Hello? Spectacular. Give me 14 of them right now. This is a choose your own adventure romance. You literally get to choose how the female main character goes about her day. Spectacular. Literally the best, most fun I had reading a romance book all year. The Curious Kitten at the Chibaneko Kitchen. I'm not sure how you pronounce that, and I'm so sorry. This book gives fun time, not long time. This was very cute literary fiction, and it's about this little small kitchen that if you order a meal, it will allow you to eat that meal with the specific person that you're thinking about who is passed on. And it was very cute. But I didn't feel connected to any of our characters, and it felt like very short stories about this kitchen and like the people that came to it within the larger book. So I wasn't as invested as I would have liked to be, but I still had a good time. Okay, we still have so many left. I feel like I'm trying to go fast. A Mother's Guide to the Apocalypse. Gives fun time, not long time. This was cool. It was very thrilling. Gives zombie apocalypse types vibes. I think it was also a debut. I'm not really sure. But it was fast paced, fun. That's really all I needed at the time. The audio was also really good. It was fun. Enchantra. Oh my gosh. Spectacular. Give me 14 of them right now. This book was amazing. I liked this better than I liked Phantasma, and I really enjoyed Phantasma. This one, 10 times better because Kaylee Smith learned how to mix romance and the plot better in this book, in my opinion, and I loved it. It was so good. I think I'm gonna reread it before the next one comes out because I need to be back in that world. It's so magical. It's so fun. You're the games and the mini games and like everything that's so unique in these books. It's just so cool. Like it's so cool. I wish I came up with it. The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. Yeah, right. So the ending haunts me to this day, and you could not lobotomize that out of my brain. That's all I'm gonna say. It's so good. Okay, Fourth Wing, Iron Flame, Onyx Storm. All gonna go right here. This category was specifically made for this series. They're good. They're just not as good as I thought they were because I read them and I'm in it and I'm in the hype with everybody and I love it and I want to read it and I want to keep reading and I love being in the hype and I love Zayden and I love Violet and I love what's happening, and I just want to keep knowing what's going on, and I love the world and the magic and the dragons and da 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 da. And then it's been months since I've read them, and I couldn't care less. So that's why this category was made, because if I wasn't reading it during when everyone else was reading it, during the hype of it all, during the release, during all of that, I don't think they would have been rated as highly as I rated them. Her Last Christmas. This was just a fun, short, little thriller, Christmas thriller. So it's gonna go here because it was fun and it was fast paced, but I don't think I'll ever reread it or think about it after this year. Saving Six. Yeah, so I am Joey Lynch. So that has to go there. Because Joey Lynch and I, yeah. There's a reason I haven't picked up Redeeming Six yet. And it's not because the book was bad. Crescent City. Gives fun time, not long time. I read Throne of Glass, and Throne of Glass is one of the best series ever. I mean, it's so good. Going into this, I was really, really excited to read another Sarah J. Maas book. I don't care. Hey, I didn't care. I cared the first, 50 pages and the last, 100 pages. Everything else, it was fun. Definitely. And I'll probably finish the series out and keep reading it, but it's not something I'm wanting to pick up the next book and wanting to get into it. Honestly, this can go here. Because samesies. Sarah J. Maas has such a huge hype around her, and I was wanting more out of this because it's so hyped up. Didn't get it. Dead to Rights, moderately tolerable. This is a cozy mystery, and that's just what it was. That's all it gave. The Bright Years. We know where this is going. If you don't, you must be new here. Hi, my name is Courtney. My favorite book of the year was The Bright Years, and it's some of the best writing I have ever read in my life. The favorites. Spectacular, give me 14 of them right now. If you like Daisy Jones and the Six, hey, read that book. Read this book. If you like ice skating, if you like the Winter Olympics, if you like anything to do with any physical sport at all, read this book. Okay, thanks. The Poisoner by Ivy Ophelia. Moderately tolerable. I found the MMC quite annoying. I found all of the characters quite annoying. Was quite confused, if you want me to be honest, on what was going on. I might give this book a reread if I want to read The Arachnid. I believe that's what's coming next in this little series, but I was just lost, kind of, and that might be on me, to be honest. Cozy for the Holidays. This was moderately tolerable. It was just a holiday romance. That's all it was in New York. It was cute, but I just wanted it to be over. I think I was just in a bah humbug mood when I read it. The Deal gives fun time, not long time. I didn't read it. This is my first time ever reading it. This is not a reread. So I wasn't in the hype, and I'm behind on the hype of it. I had a good time. I really did like it. I think I gave it 3.5 or 4 stars, but it wasn't great. I liked these more, and I read these before I read The Deal, so I was thinking about these the whole time, and I think that made it better for me, to be honest. Cruel King and Deviant King. I started the Renaverse this year. It was on my 25 for 2025 to at least start the Renaverse. This is as far as I got. It's embarrassing. But I also read God of Fury, but that's because I annotated it. Cruel King and Deviant King both go here, I think, because they were good. They weren't great. I liked Cruel King better, I think. Deviant King could honestly go down here. I think I like that better. Cruel King I liked. Deviant King, I was reading just to get through it, but I actually liked Cruel King because I knew them from the reading God of Fury. The Ministry of Time. I thoroughly enjoyed this book. I don't think it's spectacular. Give me 14 of them right now because I was a little bit lost and it's not my usual genre, but I did like it for it being out of my comfort zone and it was fun, fast paced read. So, yeah, My Fault. Blinded by the Hype. This book got so much hype, especially with the movies coming out and all of that, everything, especially My Fault London coming out, the regular, Culprit Mia coming out, everything. I wanted this book to be better than it was. It was just, it read so terribly. I think the movie might be better, but I'd never watched the movie, so who knows? The Never List. This one goes in spectacular. Give me 14 of them right now. This is a Why Choose fantasy. So good. The way that it was set up, that you got to spend individual time with each of the princes, with each of the men in this world, and see how it was going. The ending was so action-packed and left off on such a good cliffhanger that I cannot wait for the next book. It was so good for a fantasy debut. Spectacular. I can't wait for the next book. Pretty Girls. Moderately tolerable, I think, because I felt like this book was so much longer than it needed to be. But the last like 20% of this book, I really liked. The first 80%, I was like, why is it so long? Why do I still have 20 hours left of this audiobook? What is happening? But in the end, it was really, really good. So, moderately tolerable because it could have been cut down, I fear. Garlic and the Vampire and Garlic and the Witch. These are so cute. These are so cute. This is about a little garlic. They're graphic novels. This little clove of garlic, and she has anxiety and like social anxiety, and like her and all of her little garden friends. There's this vampire that lives in the forest, and they live with this witch named Agnes. I loved them. They're going in spectacular. Give me 14 of them right now, because if there was like a whole series about this, I would read the whole series. It made me so happy. It made me so happy. Literally happy, 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 happy times. If you need something super cute and just something to read and binge, please pick those up. They're literally so cute. All Roads Lead Here also goes in spectacular. Give me 14 of them right now. This, like, wait for it, was just a good slow burn romance. I really liked the romance. I really liked how gentle MZ's main male characters are, especially with our children in the book and our female main character. It was just great. I loved it. Good Spirits took years off of my life. If you just watched my 24-hour readathon that I just did, you'll know that I didn't like this book until page 350. There's only 370 pages in this book. Took years off of my life trying to get through that book, but it was a book club book, so I had to read it. Firefly Lane. One of these two. I gave it 5 stars, but I don't think I need 14 of them. But I think it's gonna go there because I had such a good time reading it. It's Kristen Hanna. I absolutely loved it. It was very, very push and pull how I felt about their friendship, and I feel like it was very raw and real in that aspect, so it's gonna go there. One Dark Window and Two Twisted Crowns. So these are going to go in spectacular. Give me 14 of them right now, because this is such a good duology. The gothic atmosphere, the playing cards. I will reread this and reread this for years to come. It is so good, so fast paced. I read One Dark Window in a day. Two Twisted Crowns, I think I took maybe like 48 hours and read it. It is so good. Rachel Gillig's mind is crazy. The unique ideas that she comes up with in her storylines, fantastic. They're so good. Game Changer and Heated Rivalry, same thing. Spectacular, give me 14 of them right now. The crave around this would never go in Blinded by the Hype, because the hype for this, real, deserves all of the hype that it gets and more, honestly. Hockey romance, emotional. I can't wait to read the rest of the series. It's literally so good. I love Shane and Ilya. I love Scott and Kip. Love Shane and Ilya. I need to read The Long Game so bad, but I'm scared and I don't want their story to end. So, spectacular. Give me 14 of them right now. I will reread this series and watch the show for as long as I live. Next up, we have the entirety of the Natural series, and I'm gonna put all of them. I just have to move them up. Please don't get your knickers in a knot. They are very, 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 very good. Spectacular. Give me 14 of them right now. All of them. All of them. Except 12. 12 goes in gives fun time, not long time, because like if I were to reread the series, I don't think I would reread 12. 12 was okay. It's just an e-novella. It's just like this short story to give you more insight about the characters. And while I did like the novella, I gave it 3 stars. It wasn't something that I feel like was absolutely necessary. And I feel like if you read it once, that's good enough. But the actual natural series, I absolutely loved. And I'm so glad that I was able to finish the entire series in 2025 because this is probably my new favorite YA mystery series. It's so good. It gives Criminal Minds, and I am a Criminal Minds stan. Immortal Dark and Eternal Ruin, same thing. We're getting to all of my favorite books. Spectacular, give me 14 of them right now. This is a gothic dark academia vampires book. They're so good. I can't wait for the last in the trilogy to come out. It is so good. Enemies to lovers, raw, real enemies to lovers. That is done so well. And the lore and everything that goes on that is so deep in Peggy Skirma's mind. Her mind, again, so fantastic. Like, the way that some of these authors make up some of these worlds blows me away. This one is one of those. Back to Rachel Gillig. Speaking of things that blow me away, you could not lobotomize this book out of my brain. This book, second favorite of 2025 after The Bright Years, but like these two are my favorite for different reasons. But if I had to pick one, it would be The Bright Years. Second favorite would be The Night and the Moth. This book, so good. Such a fantastic fantasy book. The world, the atmosphere, the ending. Our gargoyle friend, he is my favorite character I've read all year. He calls everyone Bartholomew. I love him. 1984. Gives fun time, not long time. I really liked this book. I don't know if I'll ever reread it. I was just curious because people were relating it to real life events, and I really liked the little graphic audio I listened to of it. It was a fun time. That's really it. Everything is Tuberculosis is going in no rating, just vibes. This is a nonfiction book by John Green about tuberculosis and about how it relates to literally everything in the world. It was very, very good. If you want to read the audiobook, I highly recommend because it is a fast-paced audiobook and John Green actually reads it, so it's very, very good. The View from Lake Como took years off of my life. This one was promising such a cute woman's fiction type book. I didn't like it. A Witch's Guide to Magical Innkeeping. Hey, took years off of my life. I love A Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches. This one? No. No, 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 no. With a Vengeance gives fun time. Gives fun time. I love a good mystery set on a train, and that's what this was. It was very predictable, but it was fun. Bride. Now, last year, Bride would stay there. This year, I reread it, and it's going all the way up here. Imagine that. Imagine that. I had such a good time with it. I love this book. I need to read Mate. Allie Hazelwood, I don't know why I doubted you. First Time Caller. Now, Good Spirits goes there. First Time Caller goes here. It was good. Not spectacular good, but I did enjoy it. It was very cute. The ending was very heartfelt, and I'm excited for the second one in this little interconnected series. Wild and Wrangled took years off my life. I loved Swift and Saddled. Lost and Lassoed is my favorite in the series. Done and Dusted I can do without. Wild and Wrangled, I would throw off a building. This took years off of my life. I actually hated it. I was waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting for this book, and it didn't live up to what I wanted it to. It didn't live up to Lost and Lassoed. It didn't live up to even Done and Dusted, and I didn't even like that one. Collide. Gives fun time, not long time. Cute hockey romance. I would reread it, maybe, if I was bored. I want to read the rest of the series. There's a certain particular somebody that I'm waiting for in this interconnected series. Their book that I think is probably going to be my favorite. But this one was cute. She Didn't See It Coming. This one goes here too because it gives fun time, not long time. This was a fun, fast-paced thriller, but I don't think I'll ever reread it. And the ending was crazy. These Summer Storms Gives Fun Time Not Long Time. This book was really interesting. I liked the family drama, and that's really it. It was just entertaining, and it felt like watching a reality TV show, to be honest. The Compound, a book literally about a reality TV show. These two books were some of my favorite over the summer, just to sit and binge. And like, I had to know what was coming, I had to know what was going to happen to these people. Very good. I enjoyed them a lot. Would I ever reread either one of these? I don't know. So that's why they're going here instead of Spectacular. Give me 14 of them right now. What is next? Oh, Vicious and Vengeful. Vicious and Vengeful. Vicious and Vengeful. Vicious goes in Spectacular. Give me 14 of these right now. Vengeful goes in You Could Not Lobotomize This Out of My Brain. This book, Vengeful, I don't know what it is about Vengeful. I think Victorious is going to even top Vengeful. I loved this series. I loved the superhero aspect. It's literally like good guys versus bad guys, and I just love it. It's so fun, and the extraordinary abilities that they possess and the way that they get them, and just the science and magic, and it's so fun. I love it. Heavenly Bodies. Oh, I love Heavenly Bodies. You Could Not Lobotomize This Book Out of My Brain. Outside of Night and the Moth, best fantasy book of the year, best romantasy book of the year. So good. I need to read Fallen Stars bad. Bad, but again, I'm scared to not have nothing again until the third book comes out. But honestly, I love this book. It is so unique. I love reading about the stars and astrology and just how it all connects, and like how that is their form of gods in this world. It's so unique and so cool. The Predator. Hey, blinded by the hype. I went into this wanting so much more. I liked it, and then I haven't thought about it since. So it's gonna go there. Caraval. I recently read this to end off 2025. I read it in a day. This book is so good. I don't know what is in that book, but the way that anything can happen in Caraval really got me, and I really, really liked it. So it's going in Spectacular. Give me 14 of them right now. Bare Bones. Hey, if V.E. Schwab writes it, it's going up here. Hate to tell you, but it's going up here. I own 8 copies of that book for a reason. I love that book. Enigma. This took years off my life, and so did Something in the Walls. I'd rather scoop my eyes out because I DNF'd that book. It was supposed to be scary. Wasn't scary at all. Enigma was supposed to give Nocticadia vibes. Didn't. So that's where those are going. I'm a hater. What can I say? Ninth House. Spectacular. Give me 14 of them right now. Dark Academia, Secret Societies at Yale. Yes, please. Yes, please, actually. Rebel Witch. Spectacular. Give me 14 of them right now. I give this book 5 stars. I was pleasantly surprised with how much I liked this book. The enemies to lovers done in this book so well. I loved it. What can I say? You Deserve to Know gives Fun Time Not Long Time. The ending of this book threw me, and that's really all it takes sometimes, but I don't think I'll ever pick it up again. We're so close to being done. The Wedding People. Spectacular. Give me 14 of them right now. This book, such a good literary fiction. I love the people in this book. I love how they're just people. This gives anxious people vibes, and it talks about some hard subjects, and I really, really liked how just like raw the book was. The Secret History. Spectacular. Give me 14 of them right now. I love this book. I love Dark Academia. This is the Dark Academia book. I really enjoyed it. I had such a fun time reading it. I wanted to know what was going to happen. I just was so immersed in this book, and it felt so fun in a gothic, dark way. Lightlark is gonna go here. I liked it, but it wasn't the greatest book ever. People love this series, And like maybe if I read more, because I only read Lightlark, I will like it and I will love it and I'll be obsessed. But it felt like a knockoff of other books I read. Peter Pan. Peter Pan has to go up here. This was a reread, and Peter Pan is my favorite classic story. It's my favorite Disney story. It's my favorite anything. So I feel like it has to go up there. Promise Me Not. I'd rather scoop my eyes out with spoons. He called her Pretty Little. That's it. Pretty Little. The Tenant. I could not tell you what this book is about. All of Frida McFadden's books just kind of mix in my mind, and I could not tell you what that book is about. Kiss of the Basilisk and Between Two Kings. Nope. You go there. These books took years off of my life because of how wild they are. What do you mean he's a basilisk? What do you mean you have to train with a basilisk to learn how to pleasure the king to win his hand in marriage? What do you mean by that? Also, the ending of Between Two Kings? What do you mean there's another book? Because what happens now? City of Bones, Blinded by the Hype. Hey, didn't like this. I'm gonna give it a retry, but I didn't like it. Book of Azrael? We're gonna put it here. Because it wasn't something that I loved enough to want to continue the series right away, but it was fun. And I'll probably continue the series at some point, but not this point in time. Love and Other Words? I feel like I could go here, to be honest. Does that make me a bad person? Like, this is some people's favorite romance book ever, and I thought it was just mid. It's gonna go there. Sorry. Beartown goes up here because I loved this book. It was so good. Daisy Jones and the Six. Just like The Favorites, these two can go hand in hand. I feel like they're very, very similar. They're very documentary style and they're very like messy, raw. I loved it. Yours Truly. I feel like this talks about men's mental health in such a really good way. So it's going in spectacular. Give me 14 of them right now. This is the best Abby Jimenez book I've read all year. It's not better than Just for the Summer, which I read last year, but the best one of the year. Hunting Adeline. We're gonna put it here. I didn't like Haunting Adeline, but I wanted to finish the duology because I own it. So Hunting Adeline and Where's Molly are gonna go here. Because they were fun. I liked both of these better than I liked Haunting Adeline, and I think I might like Phantom better than I liked Haunting Adeline. I haven't read it yet, but both of these were better than Haunting. Haunting, I feel like, just threw every dark thing in it to be dark. These actually had plot. Shield of Sparrows. Oh my gosh, this book was so good. I need the next one immediately. It's going in spectacular. Give me 14 of them right now. I absolutely love this book. I need the next one stat. 1 in 4. I don't remember what this book is about. I forgot I even read it until I put it on this list, to be honest. So it's gonna go there. Unloved. Hey, come on. Goes up there. Spectacular. Not better than Unstudy. Unstudy would go up here, but I thoroughly enjoyed this. I'm going to devour this whole series as it comes out. Peyton Corinne just has a way of writing emotional hockey romance books that are so good. Spark of the Everflame. I was pleasantly surprised by this too. I can't wait to continue this series. I really, really like the way that our main character is a healer and she's human. And there's so many secrets that I feel like I have so many theories for that I'm excited to continue the series. So it was spectacular. 25 Days. This is going to go here because I feel like this is a one-time read book because once you know, you know. But I had such a fun time reading this. It was so good. The ending made me so mad though. But I highly recommend if you're looking for a fast-paced thriller in the winter. If you like Dead of Winter by Darcy Coates, that kind of vibe, that's what that gives. This book will bury me. Took years off of my life, honestly. took years off of my life. If you watched my end of the year reading tag, end of the year book tag, this is my most frustrating book of the year because of the way that she wrote about the Idaho murders. It's literally copy and paste from the Idaho murders. And that case wasn't even done. It's not tried. It wasn't done when this book came out. He took a plea deal, or he was tried 2 to 3 months after this book came out. 3 to 5 months, somewhere in between there. I can't do math right this second. After the book came out is my whole point. So it wasn't done. Why are you writing about it? It's so annoying. Oh, hey, look, Dead of Winter. This goes up here. Because this was so good. I love Dead of Winter. It's a fantastic Darcy Coates book, and I'll probably reread it. A not so meet cute. This is gonna go Gives Fun Time, Not Long Time. It was cute. It was adorable. I had a good time reading it. It wasn't anything over the top. Hooked. Moderately tolerable. I think that's where that's gonna go. Because it was so far off of Peter Pan that I was like, hey, what's going on here? So yeah. The Kraken Sacrifice. No. Billy Summers. Gives Fun Time, Not Long Time. I don't think I'd ever reread this book. I really liked it, but the middle kind of got a little much for me. It was just a little boring in the middle, and I wanted it to be fast-paced throughout. We Used to Live Here. Spectacular. Give me 14 of them right now. This is the best horror book I have read all year. It's so scary. I didn't know what was happening. I didn't know what was going on. I came out of reading this book like back to reality, and I was like looking over my shoulder. I was so scared. It was so good. Betty. Spectacular. Give me 14 of them right now. I was gonna put it up here, but I don't think it's in line with these books. I really, really liked this book. It's one of my favorites of the year. It's truly so good. It's very raw, real, and you just are following this family who goes through everything that's terrible, basically. We're almost done. Darling Venom is gonna go in moderately tolerable. This was such an interesting read. Very age gap, very mid romance book that is gonna go in moderately tolerable, and that's it. Problematic Summer Romance. Such a good romance book. I loved this romance book. Spectacular. Give me 14 of them right now. Obviously. Exorcism of Fairies. Same. Such a good romance book. Spectacular. Give me 14 of them right now. We're going to put it there because it was a dark academia type new-ish book. It gave Nocticadia vibes in the way I wanted it to give Nocticadia vibes without being too close to Nocticadia and not Enigma. What more can you ask for? I am definitely missing some books. I'll be back. Hey, I'm back. I was missing 2 books. I actually read 169 books. I was missing these 2. And I knew because I didn't know about this one. But I knew about this one because it's my favorite romance book of the year. So obviously, we'll just go ahead and do that one because it's going to go up here. I will never forget about Elias Bird. Nightshade. Nightshade. This one was so fun. Gives Fun Time, Not Long Time. I'm excited for the second one, but not like super duper excited. It was Dark Academia. It was fun. It was nothing that was like, wow, 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 wow. But I had a really fun time. It was like these, where I'm genuinely excited to continue the series, but it wasn't spectacular. Becoming Ghost is going to go in No Rating, Just Vibes. This is a poetry collection about her real life, so I don't want to give it a rating, but it was a nice poetry collection. I believe it was debut poetry. Second Bloom is going to go in Spectacular. This is a debut romance, second chance. I had such a fun time with it. I was pleasantly surprised how much I really enjoyed this and how fast I read it. It was so much fun. I can't wait to read more by this author. Bunny Gives Fun Time, Not Long Time. This book severely confused me. Same with Gifted and Talented. Both of these books I felt so dumb. Literally the dumbest. the dumbest boy in school. That's how I felt reading those books. Because I liked them and I had a good time reading them, but I was genuinely lost most of the time. Dark Corners, moderately tolerable. It was a fun thriller, kept me entertained, but I've read better. Dead of Summer. Um, took years off my life. I didn't like this one bit. Friends of the Museum was very long, so literally took years off of my life, and I feel like there was just no point of the story. It tried to be a Frederick Bachman book, but it didn't. It missed the mark severely. Ghost Business. I was so excited for this book because the first book in this series is so good, and this one was so much romance, no plot. And I am severely saddened by that. Two Can Play, moderately tolerable. It was good. I listened to it. It's a very fast-paced novella. I feel like I needed more to like it more than I liked it. You Belong Here gives fun time, not long time. I enjoyed it while I read it. Probably won't think about it again. Out of the Woods took years off my life. I love Out of the Limb with my whole heart and soul, and this one is so not good. Unfortunately, it missed the mark. It's not terrible, but it's not Out on a Limb. It's not Hannah Bonham Young's full potential to write, and I know that. In the Dark, this was so fun. Such a fun, goofy time, haunted house romance. I don't think I'll ever reread it, maybe, but I love this book and I'll always recommend it in the spooky time. I mean, there might be a time where I reread it, but it was just fun and dark and what I needed at the time. A Love Letter to Whiskey and Tell Me Lies. I liked both of these books. I enjoyed them, but the toxicity and the way they made me feel and how icky they made me feel took years off of my life. Paper Doll, this is Dylan Mulvaney's memoir, and so I will not be rating it, but good vibes, good memoir. I pleasantly enjoyed listening to it. I recommend, if you're looking for a memoir, to read Dylan Mulvaney's. Someone Knows, moderately tolerable. I don't remember what this was about for the most part, but I remember enjoying it while I read it. So it's gonna go there. Soul Searching, also moderately tolerable. I didn't like the first 50% of this book, but the last 50% saved it, so it's gonna go there. It was better. Where is it at? It was better than Wild and Wrangled, but not as good as I know Lilac and Sage can write. Sounds Like Trouble. This was fun. This was Gives Fun Time, Not Long Time. This was like a crime, fun, action-packed romance. It was fun. Voices in the Snow. This is spectacular. Give me 14 of them right now. I need to continue the series. I absolutely ate this up. It is perfect, wintry, locked cabin type vibes. You don't know what's happening, zombie apocalypse type mixture of a book that you like have to look over your shoulder. So good. Absolutely loved it. Need to continue the series. Words from the Window Seat is Taylor Tippett's little memoir. I picked it up and listened to it. Super cute. Another nonfiction that I do recommend. Manacled. Hey, I'd rather scoop my eyes, ears, nose, throat, everything out with spoons, knives, scissors than ever think about that book again. I hate that book. It was so bad. Anybody who told me, hey, you should read Manacled, it's so good. No, it's not. And I will not touch Alchemized because of it. Ugh. I can't stand that book. I get violently angry because that book was so bad. What do you mean? Storm Warning. This was a reread. This is about storm chasers, and it's one of my favorite books of all time. It's a novella about storm chasers, and it's past present timeline, and I'll always recommend it. It's so good. If you like the movie Twisters, you should read this book. So good. I'll never forget it. And finally, we have Face Off by Chelsea Curto. This is spectacular. Give me 14 of them right now. This romance book is so good. Great hockey romance, great everything. I loved every second of it. The found family that has potential in this series gives Windy City, and yeah, that's really it. I loved every second. So we'll be continuing the series, probably a reread series for me in the future, but so far I've only read the first one and I loved it, loved it, loved it. And that is all. Here's our full list. We have a row from Catching Fire to Storm Warning that you could not lobotomize out of my brain. These are god tier. These are the best of the best. We have 4 rows of Spectacular. Give me 14 of them right now because these are good, great, but not all-time favorites. Still some of the best books I've read of this year. Gives Fun Time Not Long Time. These were good books. Probably will not reread them, but excited to read more by this author or pick up the next in the series. Moderately tolerable books that I just read and finished. Probably won't ever think about again. Took years off of my life. These were either disappointments or, yeah, that's basically it. They were big disappointments and I didn't like them. And I had high hopes. I'd rather scoop my eyes out. These few hate, loathe entirely. Blinded by the Hype. These were good. I was waiting for them to be as great as everyone says they are. No rating. These are all non-fiction and memoirs that I absolutely loved and read this year. I will always love a memoir. Something about me. And oh, I read that. Couldn't tell you anything about these books, but I read them. And that is all for me for tier ranking my entire 2025 reading wrap up galore. I am so thankful you joined me for today's video. If you want to find me anywhere else on the internet, all my socials are linked in the description below. Let me know in the comments what your favorite book of 2025 was, or what your least favorite book and you would scoop your eyes out book of 2025 was in the comments below, and I'll hopefully see you guys in my next video real soon. Bye guys!